thank you so much, Joel Beck, for joining me here in AwareNow to share this time, this space to share your story. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Glad to be here.
So let's begin this way. You have made a career in banking and a life of serving your customers and your community. Through banking, you've found ways to give back. So what is it? I'm just curious. What is it that brought you to banking in the first place? And what is it that has kept you passionate about your work that you do?
Well, thanks for asking. I actually graduated from Northwood University here in Midland, Michigan, with a bachelor's in marketing and management. I stayed in retail management a little bit after college just because, well, I found my path, right? I couldn't figure out what my next step was going to be. But while I was working in that retail management, a bank branch manager actually stopped into our store and said, you know, I've been talking to my people at the bank and we really would like you to come work for us. They basically created this management trainee position to bring me over, and I thought, you know what, this is maybe it. This is my step. This is going to be something I want to try. So decided to give that a shot. They created this new role. After doing a lot of different departments, I went from collections to the teller line to back room to sales to processing, a little bit of everything, and found a spot for me at the end of the day in a branch manager type of a role and also selling mortgages. And the mortgage piece is something that I really loved, and that's why I'm still here today. What keeps me here is, you know, that the home mortgage purchase or the refinance is one of the biggest things anyone can do in their life, one of the biggest financial decisions they make. And to be able to help someone achieve that dream of home ownership and financing their dreams is just such an amazing thing to do, especially for those folks that we're able to help that really never thought they would ever be able to own a home. It's just it makes a difference in people's lives, and that's amazing.
Absolutely. So let's get specific about serving those who have served, because Huntington offers VA loans and goes above and beyond to thank our veterans and active service members by helping with closing costs and appraisal fees. Why all banks don't do this, I don't know, but this is amazing. Everyone needs to hear about this. Can you please share the details here?
Absolutely. So at Huntington, we really want to thank our veterans for their service to our country. As our way of saying thanks, we're offering additional discounts to those who have served who served our country, and we'll limit those closing costs from Huntington closing costs to $500 on VA loans. And if they chose a product other than a VA loan, we'll actually pay for the appraisal fee for those qualified borrowers. And in addition to that, in the month of November, we're actually waiving that $500 as well. So we're covering all of the normal Huntington closing costs through the month of November in recognition of Veterans Day.
That is awesome. Serving those who have served the way that you do, it's so here's the thing. From what I've come to understand, Joel, you were instrumental in getting this level of support for veterans, not only started, but continued. So I'd love to just hear this story of your personal dedication, again, for those who have served.
Absolutely. So I was new to Huntington through a merger. I think it was back in 2017. At that time, I was a manager, transitioned from another bank that was acquired by Huntington. My team in the past had always been very passionate about VA loans. We've done a lot of VA lending, loved that opportunity to help veterans. And I wanted to make sure we continue to do that. So I presented something to our national sales leader at that point to, trying to come up with something, what could we do for Veterans Day as some sort of promotion in November. Obviously was thinking smaller scale, maybe even just a discount or something. So I did my research, really found the opportunity of how many veterans were in our market that we could help. And with this type of promotion, and it went over very well. So I presented the opportunity, it was approved, and that was supposed to be a 60-day ask or promotion, has now been just about 6 years. And we love to help the communities we serve, and the veteran community is one of my favorites. My dad was actually a Navy veteran, and I'm just thankful for those who commit their lives to serving our country and fighting for our freedom. So this is just my way of saying thank you to those veterans.
I can't imagine how much money you have saved veterans. That's crazy. It was supposed to be 60 days and 6 years now. Could you share, let's get even more specific. Could you share a success story where Huntington has made something possible that may otherwise not have been for a veteran or service member.
Absolutely. So there are so many stories of how of people that this has helped. It's about $2,500 on average that we're saving customers on these deals. So we often talk about our customers being a family, not just another file on your desk. So we share success stories about that all the time as a bank, and so many have happened that we share our veterans that we were able to help. So a couple that I can think of was one was a purchase for a gentleman that struggled for such a long time to acquire a home. The VA loan not only helped him get into that home, but without the huge down payment, but with that discount on the closing costs, just really set him up to be able to get into a home with very little money. Really, again, one of those stories of a veteran that didn't think he would ever be able to be a homeowner, and we were able to acquire that or accomplish that for him. In another scenario, we helped a veteran save just hundreds of dollars a month with a refinance on a VA loan. It made such a financial impact on his monthly budget that he actually got emotional at closing. And that just tells you what an impact you're having on someone's lives. So those are just a couple of the stories where we're really able to impact and improve the clients' lives with this promotion. It takes away some of that financial struggle that clients have when they don't know where that money is going to come from to close on that mortgage.
Yeah, absolutely. So you and Huntington, you seem to be leading by example, Joel, setting a new standard and in service, again, for those who have served. To management, this is just one more question I have for you today. To management in other industries outside of banking who want to do more for veterans but have no idea where to begin, what advice do you have for them?
Yeah, absolutely. So we don't want to just help our veterans with their mortgages and their banking needs. We want, as a bank, we're dedicated to helping the community as a whole. We have an internal group that supports different interests, but one of those is for veterans and how we can help our colleagues and who are veterans, our clients who are veterans, by making a difference in their life. We volunteer at military events such as the honor flights and grave cleaning, that type of thing. But the boots on the ground drive is to help just grow our passion as an organization and helping our communities thrive and making a difference in the places we live. So my suggestion would be get involved, join a board, help your neighbor, volunteer, just make a difference.
Great advice. Thank you so much for the work that you do, Joel, the initiative that you have going, that you started, that is being sustained and can carried out all these years later. Thank you for helping all of us become a bit more aware now. Thank you.
My pleasure.